Hello and welcome to another mail day video. My name is Ben with Minnesota Nice Cards. I'm here with quite a few packages tonight. I'm kind of doing a little series here showing off what I've been buying in terms of individual cards, as well as what I've been hitting in breaks. And so there's a mix of both in here. I already see, I think, some eBay purchases as well. So let's get started. I'm doing a lot of different things right now. I'm filling out the online form for a BGS submission that I'm doing for the group. That's going to go out tomorrow. But there's one card that I hit this weekend that I want to get in that submission as well. So I'm going to see if we find it in this mail day. This first package looks to be a bunch of Luka Doncic this year's version of Optic base. These are pretty cheap. This is kind of a speculative thing. I don't know what kind of condition they are. You know, when they come off eBay, you kind of take your chances. But these were very, very cheap. So for me, I don't know, it was 20 bucks maybe for all these. I don't remember offhand. But if that's the case and I can get a couple of PSA 10s out of the deal, I imagine once the season starts or next season starts, they may be worth it. So definitely interesting. That we'll see, but again, low risk on some of those types of purchases, right? All right, this is another eBay purchase. Let's see what we have here. This is a whole lot of Kobe Bryant base. Is this eBay? Yeah, must be. I don't recall what I paid for these, so I'm going to have to look. Again, with Kobe Bryant's, the base cards are very, very cheap. This is this year's, but I'm going to look through those for maybe some grading candidates. And the same with Giannis. I think Giannis stuff has been really hot. I know most of his early years stuff has been better. These are very, very cheap. So again, low risk for me. Pick out a few to send to PSA, see if we can't get a couple 10s. I'll go through those in more detail in my own time. Let's see, this might be what I was looking for my BGS order. Let's see here. It is. So this was hitting a break this past weekend, and I'm kind of excited about it because I don't have a LeBron James auto. I do not have one. This is from my friend John over at Rotobox. LeBron James, Darnell Jackson, and Mo Williams. Maybe not the best LeBron James auto, but I'm happy to have hit it. I don't have one. I'm going to. This is numbered to 75. 65 out of 75, and it's from 2009 to 2010. So it's earlier year LeBron auto. I'm going to send this off for grading with the BGS stuff that I have over here for the guys in the group. So definitely excited about that one. Pretty decent resale value on the raw version of it too. So let's see. This is another card I've been purchasing a few of. I think as long as this grades well, this is a no-brainer for me. Any PSA 10 version of this card really ups the value. I think these are maybe between 10 and 20 bucks a card for the Kylers, and then you get a PSA 10 if you're lucky enough. And we've proven in my other video that that's not an obvious given, but upwards of 120, maybe more when the season starts. So I'll be sending that one off to PSA as soon as I get the BGS order out. Alright, this next one, this is another Giannis base from the first year of Optic. So if you recall, I don't know if you watched, I have the other mail day video that I did recently. Had a few of these in it as well. I kind of went on a Giannis spree, I guess. we'll see. Again, low risk on these. Worst case, I have a base card, Giannis, that I can probably resell for what I paid for it, no problem. This is a card or a couple cards from a National Treasures break I was in. I had the Cardinals. I've been getting the Cardinals in a few of these, and unfortunately in this one I think I did not do so well. This is an expensive break to not do so well, yeah. So I think this was a full case. I do have a 6 of 10 Kyler Murray, Christian Kirk. It's a pretty cool patch on there. Unfortunately not really worth much. Here's an Andy Isabella, but this isn't an RPA. Doesn't have the rookie card symbol, and it's not the horizontal patch like we like. Minimal return there for me on my investment, and Kyler Murray, Andy Isabella here to 99. So when you're getting the Cardinals in these big breaks, these are cool cards to have, but not what you're looking for in that high-end break, from a high-end break perspective. So, all right, let's see what's in here. I believe this is taped really well. Should be a PSA 10. It is PSA 10 Jaw. Nice card here. These are 320, I think, right now. I have a few of them. I've been selling some of them too as I've been getting them in. I don't know. I know people are really big on Jaw, but I've been bigger on Zion. So if I can trade 2 of these for PSA 10 Zion, I'd probably do it at this point. We'll watch this video in a year and and we'll laugh about that if it's way off. Who knows? That's the fun with this, though. We don't know. Hopefully they're playing basketball this time next year. We don't know, but for sure I'll be investing and taking my chances on some of these younger guys. This looks like it's from eBay. Oh, this is interesting. I have a few of these. This had to be pretty cheap, I think, if I bought it off eBay. Yeah, 15 bucks. I have a few of these at PSA right now, actually. I'll send this one off too. It's probably not the best centering on this, but again, I've been sending a lot of raw stuff to PSA. Haven't been getting the best grades, but the ones that you do definitely have the return. So let's see, what could this be? This might be another purchase outright. Looks like a BGS holder. It is a Nico Horner first Bowman auto. I have a lot of first Bowman autos. I have a few Nico Horners, but this was one I think I just felt was too cheap at the time. So definitely something that'll go in the stash until baseball season picks up. I think that's a theme, but also I think other people think that's a theme. So maybe it hasn't proven to be such a theme. Baseball cards now, prospects especially, that aren't playing, maybe they won't get a lot of run this year because they're talking about limited rosters and such. I think people are kind of getting out of some of the prospects that maybe they invested in, or maybe they just have too many and kind of want to thin out a little bit from their investments. Never a bad idea. I'm doing the same thing with some of my baseball guys, but again, some of these are too cheap. So got as many cards going out as I do coming in sometimes. Here's a Prism Silver. Man, and this guy was really hot right before the season was halted. This Devontae Graham, his stuff, maybe back in January even more so, but his stuff was going off, and he had a bunch of good games back to back. Kind of his stuff went way up. Now this, I feel like I'm getting this at a decent deal. I think it was around 100. Kind of, again, anticipating when the season comes back that I'm going to be able to, I mean, at the very least, some of this stuff I'll be able to resell for what I paid, right? That's my thought. And in my opinion, some of it's kind of low risk to the upside, or at least more upside than downside risk in a lot of this stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's why I'm doing these videos. I'm really curious if anybody else is getting similar mail days and what their thought process is. You know, leave a comment, let me know. Here's more really cheap, really cheap. This is probably pay more in shipping to get this card than oh, there's two of them. That's why. This is always a no-no, because we go over it in any video that we get one of these. But painter's tape is the way to go, guys, on these. If you didn't know, or if you're new, or I mean, I can't imagine. The problem is when it's like this, you can't get it off. The top loader is ruined. You're fitting two cards in one top loader, and then I got to use a knife or a tool to even open it, and I'm risking damaging the cards when I do that. So you can't even do two sleeves. So I mean, not a big enough deal for me to do anything more than just mention on the video not to do that. Like, I'm not gonna leave negative feedback or even comment to the guy, but now this top loader is ruined. Not that I reuse top loaders anyway, it's just kind of a pain. So, just my opinion. I mean, everybody thinks differently about that, I think, but most people that have been around a while, I think, can agree that painter's tape is the way to go. Alright, here's another one. Gosh, another disappointing NT break where I had the Cardinals. I've been getting the Cardinals. I mean, these free cards are going to be worth more than... Yeah, they sent just a bunch of base. Andy Isabella. This is all I have to show for another Cardinals NT break. It makes me wonder, because I did hit a Kyler RPA in one of the first ones I was in. And I think that's why I keep getting in, and now I'm just... Any money I would make off the Kyler RPA, I've already put back into NT breaks and not gotten anything, so... And of course I haven't sold that either, so... do not bend. Okay, I wonder if they read that. We're down to 2. And this is another good pack job. At least it's packed in a way that I can open it without trying to damage the cards with a knife. Another eBay purchase. Okay, so this was a whole set of those Optic Wave. These are the Optic Fanatic set, and I've been buying a bunch of these, especially like Durant, Lucas, like some of the vets. And I bought this team set they were selling, all the nets, for cheaper than I can buy this Durant for. I think it was half price. So again, I think there's some opportunity there still, even though a lot of the market's higher than it should be. You can go spend 20 bucks on a Durant, or you can spend, I don't know, 12 bucks on the whole team or something. And all I really wanted is the Durant. I'll send that off to PSA. What I'm thinking here is, you know, he's a star. He's going to come back. This is his first Nets card. This is kind of a special parallel. So I think this will be more rare, obviously, than the base Optic. And I think if I get a PSA 10, I'll get some return on there. At least worth trying. I already have some at PSA, actually, in my last order with the Lucas and some Jaw and Zion base from that set. I opened like 4 or 5 of them, I think. Alright, last one, last but not least here. This is from a break as well. This is a Chrome Fernando Tatis Jr. Not a huge fan of folks writing on these, but I wouldn't use this anyway. There's maybe I have some over here. I could probably covered them up. There's a company that makes perfect sleeves for PSA cards. I'll pull one out here. This is what I use for all my PSA. It's perfect. It doesn't have any of that loose on the side. It's fits really snug. The it's really secure in there. It's not going to slide out. So that's what I use. Decent card there. What's this last one? This is a raw. Oh, this is from a break. Yeah. Oh, there's another Durant. See, again, numbered to 75 select. So I got the Nets in a random team break. Probably paid a lot of money to get one of the worst teams. But look, Durant, numbered to 75. Get a PSA 10 on this guy, and you're in business. So that goes right into the grading pile for me. Same with this multicolored select. I probably, after all is said and done, I would walk away from that break normally saying, that wasn't very good. But if I can get 2 10s out of these, I get more than my money back from what I paid to get in that break. So anyway, the big hit for me, the one that I was looking for, the reason I did this mail day tonight is so I could open this and get this LeBron James in my next VGS order. Typically I send the non-auto cards to PSA and send the auto cards to VGS, although if this has any smearing maybe I won't, but I think that looks good. I don't know about the corners and edges. I just got it, obviously. I'll take a closer look at it, but it's numbered to 75, and I'm going to get it graded by somebody and probably keep that in my PC for a while. So there it is, LeBron James. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please let me know. Either subscribe or like or both. I do really appreciate it, and I'll have a new video soon. Thanks.